So the next big question is, what is a hashing function? A hashing function is a system where you can put something into it and it'll output a hash. Now there's a ton of math happening inside this magical black box, but essentially you give it something and it gives you something. In this case, Bitcoin uses the SHA-256 hashing function. SHA stands for Secure Hashing Algorithm, and 256 refers to the amount of zeros and ones that it has in whatever it puts out. So whether you put in your name or the entire dictionary, it'll always output 256 zeros and ones. Now, our computers are smart, so they convert these 0 to 1s to letters and numbers, and it is a complicated process and could be a video on its own, but essentially, with hashing functions, you need to know three main things. Number one, you can't find the input of a hash, you have to guess and check. So if you give it A, it will give you D. Then if you give it AA, it'll give you J. And then if you give it AAA, it'll give you U. Imagine if you wanted to find out what gave you an F. You'd have to just keep adding more A's until you found it. The second thing you need to know about hashing functions is that changing the input just a tiny bit changes the output a lot. So basically, if you do SHA-256 of this subscribe to our channel, you get this as the output. However, if you do please subscribe to our channel, you get this. See, these are completely different, even though we added one word. And lastly, the third thing you need to know is that calculating the hash takes some time. Now, it might only take a few milliseconds for one tiny string of text, but if you have an entire book that you're doing, or if you want to check a few million variations of it, it starts to rack up time and computing power. And so